You have been a cricketer, you have then been an actor as well as a former selector. How was that transition? How has it been overall?
I would say nothing was planned. My life has not been planned at all.
मैं किसी का career बनाने वाला हूँ because you know that you're giving that chance, that opportunity.
करियर बनाना किसी का वो किसी के भी हाथ में नहीं है.
Do you believe in luck factor?
Yeah, I do.
You are so well aware about what it is. If you have to explain it to the audience, how do you understand it?
That comes with experience. Yeah. I'm very impulsive. I'm very aggressive. I'm very hard-headed.
Fans who don't see that, you know, the cricketers, they go through something. Sometimes they don't perform and all, but that support system is always there. But do you think that the fans should be a support as well there?
Really, one thing. It's good to have fans, but you can't breathe because I want fans. You're doing something for yourself,
Right.
not to show कि मैं किसी और के लिए कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है. There's a Hindi song. I mean, you're too young to know that. I don't know whether you know. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है
I
कहना.
know, obviously, that
So,
song.
yeah.
I'm
So
quite old school. I know all those songs. Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the 8th episode of Bad Ball or Baatein, powered by Agami Realty. Today, we are going to be talking about something brand new, a fresh segment called the One-on-One Over, where we'll be having one-on-one, candid, no-filtered conversations with one of the biggest names in this industry. So today, for this special edition, I have with me Salil Ankola. He has been a former cricketer, represented India at the international level. He's also been an actor as well as the former selector for the Indian men's cricket team. So hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me here.
I'm very happy to start off the conversation. I think the first question that I want to ask you is, you have been a cricketer, you have then been an actor as well as a former selector. How was that transition? How has it been overall?
Everything was, I would say, nothing was planned. My life has not been planned at all. Actor was by chance. And I had to give up the game very early in my life. So at the age of 26, when you're preparing for the game, by 26 you're playing for India, just finished the World Cup, and suddenly I couldn't play anymore because of my injury. What do? I was good at studies, but then end up 12th was good enough for me. I couldn't do more than 12th because of the game and all that stuff. Then what do we do? But then of course came into acting, because at the point of when we were playing the World Cup, a few films were offered to me. So acting was by chance. And then I did acting for some few years. Some few years means about 18 years I did. And after that, my wife said, like, I don't think you're enjoying it anymore. My wife plays a huge part in my being here today, what I am. So she was like, I don't see the happiness. I see you happy when you talk cricket. That's how I came back again into cricket in 2020. And I've been here since. So it's been good. No complaints.
Okay. Since I really want to know, I'm very inquisitive to know, because I had quit badminton because of my health. Since you quit because of your injury, what was the injury like? What was that moment like?
See, I'll tell you one thing. Before I forgot to tell you this also, when I started my cricket, I played All India schools at the age of 14.
Oh, wow.
And after that, at the age of 17, I suffered a stress fracture in my back. My back actually broke into two. And the doctors at that time, it was not so advanced. There used to be a very famous doctor in Mumbai called, I don't want to name him, because at that time he was 83 when I was 17 years old, and today I'm 58. So you can imagine, so he's no more. But he said, you'll never play for cricket again forever. Forget about India. I had not even played for India. I was just playing the under 19s. But then I happened to meet another doctor. He said, like, yes, of course, you'll have to work really hard for 1 year. We'll give it a try. And I was ready to work hard for that. But it's all in your mind,
Right.
If you think you can do it, you can do it.
But like when you decided that, okay, now because of the injury, I have to retire. Well, like, because it's such a heartbreaking moment when you have to give up something you're so passionate about just because of an injury or health or something like that. How was that exactly mentally for you?
See, what happened was I was playing against New Zealand. I still remember that day because there's so many things which I don't remember. I asked one of my friends. Um, I don't know whether you know him. His name is Sachin Tendulkar. So
I think we all know him.
so when I forget something, I ask him. So he reminded me of what exactly had happened. And I was playing against New Zealand. And at that tour, I still remember we were supposed to go to West Indies, a dream kind of a tour for any fast bowler. And there was no, Srinath was not there, Venkateshwar Prasad was injured, Manoj had, Prabhakar had just retired, and Kapil Paji had just retired. So I had a chance of becoming the mainstay. And suddenly this thing happens which is not related to cricket at all, the injury. It was a bone tumor. Luckily, non-cancerous. But then, then you go into a phase that, the typical self-pity, why me types, you do get into that. It's but natural. But with age and with how you live on life and come back in life, so uske baad then a lot of things happen. I stopped watching. I had to give it up very suddenly. I didn't watch cricket for 10 years. In those 97 to 2011, till Sachin won the World Cup, I didn't watch any cricket at all. So those were the unhappy years. I took it very badly. There were a lot of things I had to come into acting which happened by chance. मेरे खानदान में कोई किसने एक्टिंग नहीं किया है. I was not born to be an actor. I was born to play. But yes, what do I do? Luckily, my mom and dad were good looking, so I had the looks. At that time, offer kiya. I got the acting offer. I did, and luckily, people liked me, and I survived those 18 years of acting. And I still don't remember how I remembered all those lines. I have no idea because acting doesn't come naturally to me. I worked really hard for acting also, but then of course that's how the whole, it's whether I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. It's not how hard you fall.
Right.
You have to get up again.
True.
That's the whole thing.
Talking about acting, that's the different pressure altogether. But being a player, there's a different set of pressure. Being a selector, since you were a former selector, I'm quite sure there would have been that pressure that कि मैं किसी का career बनाने वाला हूँ, because that you're giving that chance, that opportunity. So what do you want to add on that?
Career बनाना किसी का वो किसी के भी हाथ में नहीं है. Whether it is a selector, whether it's a normal person, whether it is you and me talking, or whether it's anybody over here.
Right.
Luck plays a huge part in all your life, which I believe after experiencing. Because if you want to experience a life which I have led, you would have to live at least about 150, 200 years
True.
to experience whatever I've seen in my life. And nobody makes the careers. So the only thing is you follow your instincts. If he's good, you back him till he's good.
Right.
And I think when we were the selectors, I was the selector for 1 year and 8 months. We, along with me, Shiv Sundar Das was the chairman at that time. Ajit came in much later. Subbu was there, Subroto Banerjee, and of course Sharat was there. We found a lot of pool of players. And we stuck to them. We just believed in them because they were good. कोई किसी का career बनाता नहीं है. That's one very wrong thing which I really don't understand why people think that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said that exactly like career banata nahi, but it's like that belief more than that. How important it is for a selector especially to show that belief, that you're backing him, how important is that to show it?
See, as long as you don't have an agenda.
Right.
You follow your instincts. Since you played the game for so long, on paper, I might not have played too many games, but I was a part of the Indian team from 1989 to 1997.
Right.
Regularly. Only there was a single year break. And if you calculated the 12th man matches, then I would have been played about 100 one-dayers and 50, 60 test matches. Right. Being the 12th man. So it was all about I've watched a lot of games. And one thing in life I've learned is, follow your instincts always. Whether it is called instinct or whether it is called conscience,
Right.
you know that you think with your brain, there is something in your heart which tells you. And there is something, this is emotional,
Right.
this is rational logic. And there is something in between which is called conscience. Start listening to it. It's a difficult thing, but when you listen to your conscience, things go right.
Wow. My God. I think another question that I want to ask is like before you spoke about luck, do you believe in luck factor?
Yeah, I do.
How important है कि तुम्हारा luck होना चाहिए?
Now when you see me, we are sitting here talking to
Right.
each other. Today I should not have been alive. Because in 2000 till 2015 I had a very bad patch about drinking and all that stuff, and luckily I found my wife. It's my second marriage. So how I met her is luck. I met her on Facebook.
Oh wow.
So out of those that was, that period was there when Facebook came into in 2009 or something of the sort.
Right.
And I had no idea about Facebook and nothing of the sort. I was busy in my own world, doing things which should not be done, acting, getting on the sets, and all that stuff. But then, and I was going through a very bad marriage. We were separated for a long time, didn't know what to do. I was pretty a lost soul. But then, how I met my wife was very lucky because Facebook pe aate requests, those friend requests. I got about 1,000 requests. उसके ऊपर तो आते नहीं है. And out of the 900 were females. So out of that, how I met Ria, I have no clue. So everything I really believe in the whole factor that if it's meant to be, it's going to happen. Acting was not supposed to be meant to be, but it happened. There's so many things in life. I'm not supposed to be sitting here and talking to you, but it's happened. So luck, yes, of course. People say, कि I am the master of my destiny. कि वो थोड़ा हंसने को आता है कभी-कभी. I mean, it's good to be so. See, that shows a lot of ego.
Right.
Master of my destiny and all. It's very easy to say, very early in life. I've also been a part through that. But then when the one above means the God of your understanding, whether you understand a certain God, whatever you understand, the higher power.
Right.
If it's meant to be that He has some different plans for you, that's going to happen.
Right.
Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Simple.
True.
Yeah.
But as you spoke about luck and your wife, and you need to be lucky to have that support system as well. How, according to you, especially when you're an athlete, especially and you're there, you need someone to support you, to stay stable, to stay, just to stay there, like कि अपना है अपने लिए ऐसे.
कैसा होता है ना कि the thing is when you're doing anything in life, now you're focused on cricket.
Right.
It should be a tunnel vision that you're just focusing on cricket. Now, if you in that cricket point of a thing, now I'm just taking cricket as an example.
Right.
Now, if you're doing that, suddenly your diversion is there. You do get married, you do find a girlfriend, your diversion is there. Lucky if they understand you, the person compatible understands you. Or you got to be very strong-headed that no matter what, I'm not going to be distracted at all. But if you do find somebody and you get distracted and your tunnel vision shifts focus, then it becomes a different thing,
True.
So you got to be really focused in what you do in life. It should be, and support, of course. Again, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. And she supported me when I had nothing. And today, luckily, we have almost everything. But the thing is that, me and she, we have a family. We are very close-knit family. And that's the whole thing, support system is a must.
True.
See, people say, I'm a very strong person, मैं कर लेके जाऊंगा. नहीं, but you do need a support, yeah. Of course you do need a support.
But do you think the fans and all think ki, because I personally, I don't know why, I feel that fans never see कि वो cricketers है, कभी होता है उनसे I'm just changing the subject a little, that there are fans who don't see that the cricketers, they go through something. Sometimes they don't perform and all, but that support system is always there. But do you think that the fans should be a support as well there?
See, I'll tell you one thing. It's good to have fans, but you can't breathe because I want fans.
Yeah.
Now, आजकल lately you can't be on Facebook or Instagram and be counting कि कितना likes आया मेरे लिए.
Right.
Okay. And now tomorrow you have something like okay, you're doing something in life. You're doing something for yourself.
Right.
Not to show कि मैं किसी और के लिए कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है. There's a Hindi song. I mean, you're too young to know that. I don't know whether you know. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना.
I know, obviously, that
So,
song.
yeah.
I'm
So
quite old school. I know all those songs.
So they're bound to say that, because see, that song was made about in the 1960s or late 60s or 70s, at the time when I was born. But see the far thinking of it, Population was not so much, but still.
Right.
When they wrote that song, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कि नहीं. If you're going to be bothered about what people are going to say, what people are going to think, it's never going to happen. Like the other day, I was just, I think there was a whole thing come out, an article come out about Siraj today. What MSD told Siraj. Siraj, MSD told, MSD means Dhoni.
Dhoni.
MSD told Siraj कि today you're performing well, everybody will be you. They'll be very happy for you. Tomorrow you're not going to perform. जाके तुम्हारे father का रिक्शा चलाओ. That's what they're going to do.
Right.
You're going to do it for yourself. You can't do it for validation from XYZ is going to say yes.
Right.
And say कि no, he's doing right. Do what you feel. That's what I said. ये और ये के बीच में आता है conscience. Listen to your conscience.
Since you are so well aware about what it is, if you have to explain it to the audience, how do you understand it?
That comes with experience, yeah.
Can you tell us a little about the experience you had, how you realized probably?
अभी कैसा होता है ना कि अगर मैं it becomes very difficult to explain these kind of things.
Any
Because
experience
if
that you
like,
had probably?
See, there are so many things like I'm a very impulsive person. I'm very impulsive. I'm very aggressive. I'm very hard-headed. And the thing is, if I want to do something, I will do it, whether it is right or whether it is wrong. But then there are so many times I've done things. There's a thin line between ego and self-respect. That thin line you got to realize what it is. अगर वो thin line you don't realize, then you're not following your conscience. And sometimes you do things you know. Out of ego कि मेरे को ये करना ही है. And then you know that it is wrong. But then a lot of times people end up doing it. So I have done all those things. It's not that I know, but if I come to say and try to tell people exactly how do I find out? Even after me telling you there's this thing and there's this thing and that in between conscious. Even today also, sometimes I do wrong things. But then, of course, my better half is there. That's why they call it the better half, no?
Right, right. True that.
Yeah, so वो पढ़ी लिखी ज़्यादा है, हम अनपढ़ है. But you got to see. That's why God has given you 2 years and only one mouth. So
Actually, point to be noted.